Okay. I love coffee so fucking much. I think I'm just gonna do it in the kitchen because this looks like pretty good lighting. I don't really know. We'll find out when I'm editing and I hate myself later. Let's get right into it. Why don't we? Okay, does that look okay? Do I look like a crazy person? Okay. Well, fuck it, I'm a little crazy. If you see my tracks, I am sorry, just act like they are not there. But anyways, hello. And what the fuck is good, right? What is going on in my life? Where have I been? What have I been doing? Good question. Let me just rewind you a little back. Yes, I was living in California. My last three most recent videos are in Albuquerque, New Mexico, where I'm living now, my hometown. The reason I moved back to Albuquerque is because I don't think I've ever really personally talked about this situation on camera. Never really felt like I wanted to or really knew what to say. But for the ones that do know about my family and my dad's situation, my dad in, I believe, 2016, or yeah, it was 2016, I think a sophomore or a junior, I'm not too sure, but my dad got diagnosed with colon cancer, and for a whole year he battled his cancer, went through chemo, did all of that. He had surgery, and luckily, with the grace of God, surgery was a success. They were able to remove all the cancer, and my dad was cancer free for about a year, a little bit over a year. Well, within that year, you know, you have to go to CAT scans and checkups and all that type of stuff. My dad, he did that, and when I was in California, I was, you know, doing my own, you know, life, doing what I needed to do for myself, when I found out that my dad's cancer had came back. But when it came back, it had traveled to other places into his body. While I was gone, so my dad's cancer came back, and when I was gone, obviously all my family's here in Albuquerque, so when I was away, I was finding out things like secondhand. My mom would either call me, my brother, or my dad's girlfriend even. I just wasn't like actually involved in everything that was going on, and I wasn't here for my dad, and it was just really bothering me. And not just that, but I also had to deal with, you know, I love my dad so much, but I also had to deal with like my dad calling me and venting to me about his situation, and kind of not putting me down, but just putting me in a tough situation, because obviously I want to be there for my dad, and especially in this type of situation, I love my dad so much and I want to protect him and do all of the above. But it was just a lot of guilt on my shoulders. People would say little things like, oh, well, you should kind of be here with us and your family back home, like your dad needs you. Just like little, you know, things that would eventually get into my head and start to make me feel like I wasn't making the right choices. Like if I should be back in Albuquerque, you know, supporting my family and being right behind my dad 110%. And also at the time, guys, I wasn't genuinely like happy in LA. I started to, you know, get over the whole LA scene and the whole life. I really adapted to all of that really quickly, just because how fast I was moving with things, and like how I was just like, me moving to California by myself at 18, not knowing anyone. I never in my life thought that I was gonna, you know, start to do all the things that I was doing so fast, and just being like really successful in my YouTube and, you know, music videos, and just like collabing with certain people and getting to meet certain people and even be around them. It just happened so quickly for me, and I think that at the time I didn't realize exactly what was going on around me, or like all the opportunities that I genuinely had. I let everything kind of get to me, and I decided to make the big move back and come all the way back to New Mexico and be here with my family and my dad, and really just be here for him and see what was going to happen. Because, you know, cancer is a horrible thing. I've already lost my nana to it, and I know a lot of you guys have experienced it with family members, friends, whatever, relatives, guys, and it's really a horrible thing, and I don't understand it, and I actually really fucking hate it. But it's life, and you have to deal with things the best way that you can, regardless. Me moving back to Albuquerque was a big change and a big move. Once I got back, I obviously moved back in with my mom, but I knew right away that it was not going to be permanent. I was already so used to like living on my own and being by myself and just, you know, doing things at my pace that I just knew that I could not stay with my mom for very long. Me and Jazzy, the girl that, you know, I filmed the Get Ready With Me, link down below. She's basically like my sister. We grew up together, always lived together, decided to get our very first own apartment together. We always talked about it as little girls, so we decided why not do it. Now is the perfect time. I'm back home. We both weren't happy in our living situation, so we got an apartment together. Let me tell you guys, it was probably the best 6 months of my life living with a roommate, especially because I've lived with roommates before and it was always much more difficult. But since me and Jazz grew up together, we know how you like, we're the same, we live the same, we're both clean. We don't have to tell each other, you know, hey, can you do this or whatever. We kind of just do it, and we just, you know, it was just very easy to live with somebody that you're very close to and I have already lived with. Everything was going smooth. Me and Jazz created so many good memories that we always talked about and wanted to create together. During those months of me being back in Albuquerque, I, guys, really just stopped doing everything that I had wanted and envisioned in my life. Like, my whole, like, head and mindset completely changed. It didn't completely change, like, as if, like, oh, you know, fuck YouTube, like, fuck all this, like, stuff that I worked so hard for already. It just was like, this is not what, like, is okay or what everyone else is doing, and I kind of need to just like get on my shit, work my ass off, make sure my bills are paid, and kind of just, you know, see what's going on as far as like my dad and my family, and just like kind of be here and be more like what Albuquerque, not even Albuquerque, but like what you're, I don't know how it is for everyone else, but here in my hometown, well, my family especially, like they want to, what is it, like sculpture you into what they want you to be or what is acceptable to them or what makes them look good. So I kind of just put all my shit on hold and just, you know, wanted to kind of like be what everyone else wanted me to be at the time, as far as like my family, which would be working and having my shit together as a 20-year-old. I was still 19 when I moved back, so I got my apartment at 19 and all that. But I just, over the past few months, guys, a lot of, you know, craziness has happened too, as in my personal life, you know, dealing with like my own personal issues as far as like the people that I have close relationships with, and just, you know, all the stuff that I go through. You guys already know I battle with depression on and off all the time. That's what I was dealing with. On top of that, you know, my dad and everything. I don't really ever talk about my dad, and I know a lot of people think that it's weird, but it's just genuinely because I'm not ready to like accept what it is, especially right now, to the point of where my dad's health is. I don't feel comfortable in talking about it, and I know that I need to, because I need to face what is real. But a lot of times when it comes to my dad especially, or my mom, it's a lot more harder, and I know a lot of you can relate that have already experienced what I'm experiencing or are going through what I'm going through. You guys know how it is, and it's just a very hard situation, especially like being so young. And I know there's other people that are younger than me that have gone through it, and I give you so much credit because you guys are so fucking strong, because I know I have my weak moments, but everyone does. Okay, let's fast forward a little bit. About 1.5 weeks ago, guys, I sat in front of the camera and I literally recorded a whole catch-up video, like answering all the questions that I think you guys would want to know, and da-da-da-da-da. And this was when I was still in my apartment. So this is everything that happened. It has happened so fast, guys, within like 1 week, literally, all these changes. When I recorded that video, I was still in my apartment and I was gonna edit it. Well, I was editing it, and I just I liked the video actually genuinely a lot, but everything changed like within days. Like my whole life, my whole living situation changed within days, a day to be exact. I just felt like it wasn't right to put out that video because it was pretty much false. Like everything that I had talked about, what I was doing, my update, da 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 da, it was all like not accurate anymore. So I'm like, I can't put this out if it's not true. So here I am today, sitting in front of this camera at 7 a.m. in the morning, a little cracked out off the coffee, doing this video for you guys. I'm not gonna get too in depth into why I moved out of my apartment, but basically guys, me and Jazzy had one day to move out of our apartment. One fucking day. Our 6 months had come up, whatever. We didn't get evicted, whatever. Like none of that happened, none of craziness, nothing on our fault happened whatsoever, but just basically me and Jazz, we were not fucking with the apartments, the apartment complex, the management, nothing. So we basically just broke our lease and dipped out within one day before the first of the month, like we were supposed to. And it was just a lot of hard work, and it was just very emotional because it was the last thing that I wanted to do. You know, my home, my apartment was all I felt like I had or had here in Albuquerque. I'm around people all the time, especially people that like I'm close to, grew up with, and I'm the type of person, guys, it's so weird, but it drives me crazy sometimes because I'm like, fuck, I need to stop being a bitch. Like, why am I so mean? Why am I so like angry all the time? But I need space, I need my privacy. And now that I lost that, I literally feel like I have fucking nothing, and I'm like trying to stay positive and trying to, like, you know, be good. But it's very hard for me, and it was very emotional to just get up and leave my apartment because now obviously I'm back at my mom's, and like I told you guys before, it's very hard for me to live with my mom. And I, you know, no judgment to people that live with their parents still, you know, you do you and you feel what you're comfortable in, but me, just personally, I have been moved out since I was 18, and I know it's only been 2 years, but a bitch is used to it, okay? And I'm just like, I don't know, guys, I'm going through it right now. I had to get a storage in one day. I had to move all my furniture into the storage, as far as like my bed shit, my fucking frames, all my furniture that was in my room, all the furniture that was in the apartment, like as far as the kitchen table, microwave, fucking, you know, just everything, all my shower shit. Like, it was just a very long day, and now I'm back at my mom's, and it isn't horrible, I can say that. You know, it's just my brother and my nephew usually that are here. My mom's always like on, I don't know, she's not even here right now. She hasn't been here all weekend. She's always out of town, so it's really just been me here because my brother Matt has been working a lot. But it is a big change for me because, you know, now I have to deal with just company that I'm not used to all the time. I have to deal with, you know, if I want to walk around the house in just my underwear like I always used to, or literally butt-ass naked, a bitch can't no more. I have to deal with, you know, my little nephew. Sometimes he'll just barge into my room, or like if I'm trying to sleep, you know, I could hear people, like just all that stuff. And I know it doesn't seem like that much because you're like, bitch, come on, like at least you got a place to live. But I know I'm very grateful that I do, and especially like a place that I trust. But it's just a very big change for me, and I am like have high anxiety just because I'm so used to the way I live and the way I said, on my pace, the way I do things. It's just very different for me. So I'm in the process of looking for something for either myself, you know, alone, or I don't know. I don't really genuinely have like anybody that I can count on as far as it comes to a roommate, and I don't even think I want to do the roommate thing again. As far as right now, I'm just gonna stay in my mom's house. You know, obviously I don't have to pay rent. I help her out with groceries and stuff like that, but she's not gonna make me pay rent or anything. So that's gonna give me like a good few months to stack up and hopefully get something, you know, really nice for just me, or whatever ends up happening. Jazzy is, you know, doing her own thing right now, and I'm doing my own thing, but we're still very close. We're still in touch. We just you know, are living in different places now. And me and Jazz are both going through it. It was a very big loss for both of us. It was our fucking home, and it just sucks that things happen the way they happen, but everything happens for a reason. And that's the mindset that I'm trying to have, is that, you know what, everything literally is gonna be okay, and you just have to trust the process. And I feel like everything crumbles down at once, so something big could happen at the end of it, whether it's like a big lesson or like a fucking blessing. I feel like I've been having, guys, you don't even know, like this past week has been crazy. I've really been losing out on a lot of shit, and I don't even want to bring attention to it because I don't want it to continue to happen. But I've been like facing a lot of major losses, which are very stupid losses, like things that I could have prevented. So I'm just trying to like figure out my dynamic, is it, of my life and my choices and why certain things are happening to me, and help make them not happen and make better choices, so that way I can like not be going through it as, you know, toughly or roughly, I don't fucking know. A bitch is going through it, and I'm just, yeah guys, this is just my life. Any other questions? As far as my dad's health, guys, my dad is at the point where he is making the decision whether he wants to continue his chemo and, you know, continue all of the doctor's appointments and yada yada yada. He's already been going through this for so long, my poor daddy. And you know what, it's really breaking down his body. If you guys know what chemo is, and if you've like seen anybody go through it, you have seen the changes in their body, the way that they are. It just is really a freaking, it's horrible. That's all I want to say is cancer is horrible, chemo's horrible, everything is horrible about it. And I support my dad though. Whatever he wants to do is completely up to him. If he doesn't want to do chemo, I understand, I get it. I just want to spend as much time with him and just let him know that I love him and I want him to be right with God, and I just want everything to be the way my dad wants it. You know, I just want him to live the best way that he can and be happy, because my dad deserves it. He is such a good dad and a good person, and I just love my dad so much. I will keep you updated when he does decide what he wants to do, unless he wants to keep it more private, up to him. But me and my dad are very close, and it's just unfortunate the way things happen in life, but I will be okay. I'm a strong girl. I work a lot, like I said, so financially I'm doing good. Mentally, I'm all over the place. I'm not really seeing anybody as far as like a boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever. I just feel like I really don't fucking have time, and I really don't fucking want to have time for anybody, because everybody is just literally whack. And I just need to like really focus on me. That's what's most important, is yourself. And I just want to fucking be happy within myself, guys. I've already been by myself for so long too that like it literally doesn't matter. I don't care. I'm independent as fuck, and you know, dick be everywhere, pussy be everywhere, so whatever. And basically that's what it is. That's what it is right now, guys. This is what it is me sitting in front of the camera at 7 a.m. recording my video, drinking a big cup of Taurus coffee in my mom's house, telling you guys about how fucked up I just I don't know, I just try to laugh off things. You know, life is really not that bad. This video is really not that bad. Things could be worse, but I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit of what's going on and why I haven't posted. You know, that's really not even an excuse for why I haven't posted. I haven't posted just because I'm being unmotivated and I lost my ambition, but I'm bringing it back because I have already such a good following and you guys literally support me. Right now I've been settling, and I'm not even gonna lie, I've been settling and I've been just letting time pass by, but we're stopping that right now. I'm gonna get back in the gym. I'm gonna start recording again, making content, brainstorming. I want to start doing shoots again. I want to do videos, music videos. I want to collab. I want to just be beautiful, feel beautiful, dude. Wow, my camera just was like, bitch, stop talking. Okay, so peace out, guys. Make sure to subscribe. Go watch my other videos. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and if you don't, then fuck you. I'm already going through it, but I hope you guys have a good morning. It's Monday morning, so everybody have a good week at work. I'm gonna try to edit this video by tonight and have it out by tomorrow, which is Tuesday. So let's see if I keep my word, guys. Chug, 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 chug.